All right. Joining us in the studio, Paul Sr. from Orange County Choppers. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning to you, too.
Now, and your entourage.
Yeah, who's this with you? They have this lovely lady here with you.
Joan, Kay.
Good morning.
Hi, Joan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So now, Paul, when you walked in, I was surprised to see how good you look. I was expecting you to be holding like a stick with like a handkerchief on the back, like a hobo. All these news stories I've been reading about you guys closing down. What's the story? What's happening over at OCC?
Yeah, I guess I could start off with the good news is that we are not going any place, and it's funny how people just can get up in a day and just try to make up a story and just kind of send it out there without really checking anything out, and that's basically what the record did, All
right, so now explain to me what happened. So now I read this story that the building that you guys have in Newburgh, that beautiful building, which you can see right off of the thruway there, that it's in foreclosure and it's for sale, and it's like, what is the deal with that? Is that actually happening? What's the story?
No, that's not happening at all. Actually, the building's been sold like 2 or 3 times, but we have a 10-year lease that's transferable, so it really doesn't affect us. But what they did. The auction company used our name and likeness, so they said Orange County Choppers is up for auction, and that's basically what's actually went viral, and it just
because they felt it would be more appealing. I'm sure
it's really recklessness from the paper. They didn't really check to see whether that was true or not. They just started spurting out. Stories that they never even looked into, All
right, so the property is separate then from Orange County Choppers, the business. So you guys rent the space, basically, and you have a lease there. So I guess it would just be like anyone else who has like an apartment and the apartment complex gets sold. You still live there.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you. It's just you send the checks to somebody else.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, that's good news.
That's good news, yeah.
So that's good news.
That's good news, yeah.
So it's been a while since the Tuttles have been on TV. So fill us in. Like, what have you guys been up to? Like, obviously you're still doing motorcycles. Like, are you and Paul Jr. still feuding? Like, I feel like I need my fix. Like, what's happening? What's going on?
We're not feuding. All that stuff.
Water under the bridge?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Water under the bridge?
Or baby, and things are good. I just think that the problem was family working together. Once we kind of got away from that, things slowly got better. So now we eat dinner and family affairs, and it's great. It's good.
So now that American Choppers is off, and I know you got some other stuff. We don't want to talk about that, but how much of that was real? Like, how much were you guys really feuding? How much of it was really for the show? Come on.
That's probably the second most. Asked question. The big one is like, is he really like that? People ask us, that guy really like that.
Yeah.
The show was probably, no doubt, the first real reality show. We were the pioneers, and yeah, it was just what you see, you got. And, I think the way that it really started out is like you say in your mind, well, there was nobody that could ever, why would you ever produce something like that?
So why would you make that up?
Yeah, exactly. So, we were the D, and capital D in dysfunction,
So even though you were like bickering, you were always probably, after a while, did it become kind of like, Bob Dylan didn't always sound like he sounds, but people made it out to be like he always sounded like that, and then he eventually did. So did you start out as kind of a bickering family, but then become even more so because it was so huge?
It's a big part of it,
the relationship between me and Paulie was always the same. Mm-hmm. He worked for me. I had an iron business for 20-something years, and we always had that, our work ethics were so different. So there was always that clashing, and we're more alike than we are different, which doesn't really help the matters neither,
Yeah. So now, you kind of touched on this. Like, a lot of people forget, like, before American Choppers came along, there weren't these reality shows. Like, nowadays, anybody who has, like, a fish tank business or they build tree houses, they get a show. But when you guys started, I mean, this was all new territory. They've never done anything like this before.
Especially on Discovery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it was how many years were you guys
12.
on? It was 12 years. So now so that went away. Was it weird, like living your life without the cameras following you around? Was there like an adjustment period afterwards?
It really was. It's kind of like it's almost like kind of a family thing. You're with the same people all the time, and for me, I enjoyed it. It was when we stopped, it was like when I came to work, it was like, what's missing here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I did enjoy it, and I still do.
Mm-hmm. So now you guys, obviously, you're still doing the motorcycles over there.
Yeah.
You have the OCC Cafe,
Restaurant.
which is booming over there.
Bowling alley.
I know. I can't believe that.
You guys are the burger over there at the OCC Cafe. By the way, is nominated for a Battle of the Best that we're doing.
Yeah.
So
we
a
have
lot of
good
people are
burger
pretty excited about that. So and I hear like a rumor that you guys might be coming back to TV too. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, we actually started shooting a TV show for A&E.
Wow, there you go.
Kind of the same premises, but without the drama. People don't really want the drama anymore. So, it's more about building bikes. And my son Mikey's back with me.
Oh, how's Mikey doing?
How's Mikey doing? Great. He really is doing good.
Good.
I'm
Glad
really
to hear that.
Proud of him. And I have my nephew, who's quite the card. So things were going really well. We had some niches with the production. We were supposed to air February 20th. Now they're not sure what date they're going to push the date up. I'm not sure when they're going to produce. Pretty much come out with that date.
All right. Well, let us know for sure. Because I know we're clamoring for more Tuttles on TV. That's what we need.
I think a lot of people are. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear the news. So OCC isn't going anywhere.
No,
you guys are strong as ever, and you're still there in Newburgh and doing your thing.
Absolutely.